make yourself more than just a man. If you devote yourself to an ideal, then you become something else entirely.
This is my Stargirl Season 3 Episode 1 analysis. The first thing I noticed is that this newspaper might be a reference to The Flash. Maybe we will see Jay Garrick again. Or I could be completely wrong and it is not The Flash. Either this camera is from the villains we saw at the end of Season 2 or this is from a different villain. We might get 2 groups of villains this season. Or end up with 3 since the current villains will go bad again.
Hey! Hey, morning, bud! Crusher, it's 5:30 in the morning. What are you doing in my kitchen?
I'm making breakfast.
Well, what you're actually doing, it's trespassing.
Oh, you got to be kidding me. That guy seriously came into their house. I agree with Pat about him trespassing. Also, Pat is chill compared to how I would react if a villain came into or near my house. It would be a lot of bat glares and I would throw a lot of batarangs at the villain. It seems the Shade's powers are decreasing with every usage due to the primary source being terminated. The villain from Season 2 was defeated, remember? Shade's powers come from darkness.
Add the design.
Laser limit. It sounds so superhero.
I may have forgotten, but considering that Dr. Midnight's new suit is the nanotech that the original used, it would be nearly impossible for her parents to make her that suit upgrade without the original's help. They would need to give her a completely new suit that has no nanotech.
Hey guys.
Hey. No luck with Grundy, huh?
I've buried him everywhere, the Shades told me to. In a clear field under a full moon, between 2 oak trees. Whatever he says, but nothing ever happens.
Bowerman either is putting Grundy in the wrong spot or Grundy is going through his stage that is before the Born on a Monday comic thing. Which might also mean that Grundy will only be alive for a week before going away again. That would save them some CGI.
Pat. Okay, what you did with the rocket racer was unbelievable, but this robot? I mean, it's spectacular.
Thanks.
If the rest of the JSA were alive to see this, I mean, they'd be begging you to sit at the table.
Well, I put a lot of work into it.
Yeah, but you need more recognition. I mean, look at this bad boy.
Starman is correct on how cool Stripe is and how cool it is that Pat built it. Out of all the characters in the series, I would say my favorite is Pat as Stripe. If we ever get a Flash and Stargirl crossover, then we need to see Cisco make upgrades for Stripe.
Well, are you, Becky?
So he is looking for his daughter Becky, but I do wonder if by now Becky is an adult or teenager. Maybe she joined the villains we saw at the end of Season 2. She does not want to be found. Are these people that spy on Blue Valley basically like the Court of Owls? A secret organization that sticks to the shadows and spies on many.
Catch up!
Nice to see Pat use Stripe in the episode even if it was for a few seconds. So that Starman can see the capabilities of Stripe.
I lied to you. I did come back for the staff. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Starman's back.
So he did come back for the staff and will be teaming up with Stargirl. Guess we will have scenes in this season where they keep throwing the staff back to each other during combat. 2 stars but 1 staff.
JSA, let's go! Who's next? How's that for a tryout?
My response to the scene is basically Batman having a serious annoyed look on his face. The scene is just weird and the song does not help.
Here, the criminals that hijacked the truck tonight are called the No Limit Gang. They used to work for the Gambler back in the day.
I wonder if those criminals are a part of the new villains or are just basic villains they sent out to distract the JSA from the real target or goal.
The JSA isn't gonna work if you let people like Cindy Berman on the team.
Screw Cindy Berman, let's go after the gambler. He's guilty, we all already know this. Court, sorry, but this little experiment where we hang out with supervillains, it's over.
I agree with Hourman and Wildcat. The villains are always villains, so it is a terrible idea to work with them. If Stargirl doesn't realize this in time, then this could all go bad real quick and end up splitting the JSA team.
And I'm also just been going by just Stripe. It's an acronym for Subatomic Tactical
Gonna be
Robot
fun.
Internet Pat Enhancer.
So that's what Stripe stands for. I like Stripe in this series, but I never actually checked online to see what it stood for. Now we know.
Who else? Other people that were dead for a year? Isn't it weird how it was dead?
Looks like the new villain organization group is spying on everyone. How did they even get to areas and place cameras? Or is this one of the things we are supposed to ignore since this is a fictional show? That sound might be Grundy, or this is a false noise that is meant to make sure the audience does not figure out who the attacker is. The original noise during the scene will be revealed later. Right after we find out exactly who the attacker was.
I didn't do it.
It honestly could be that she is the one that did this, but high chance that it is not her. I think this villains and heroes team up thing is terrible and should not be a long-term storyline for the season.
Time changes nearly everything, but the mission and the legend of the Batman lives on.